It's Around the Henny, brought
Yes,
to you
Lord.
by the all-exclusive network. It's Mogul, my co-host Eddie Law. We're going to start you off with a shot. Let's get it.
How we like to do it this time.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the
So
show. We want to remind you to make sure you drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Definitely enjoy Around the Henny, but enjoy responsibly. How we feeling, Eddie Law?
Man, you know I'm feeling real good, man. I'm always feeling good when we got a good special guest, man. I mean, like, dang, a good special guest, man. We can do Around the Henny, bring Around the Henny to the people. It's broaden our horizon, you know what I mean?
It's definitely going up, man. We got a dope guest on the show today, man. Amazing artist, songwriter. Miss Arika Kane will be joining us today. But before we get to Miss Kane, we definitely got topic we want to talk about. So today we're gonna take it. We're gonna slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Eddie Law, my question to you is: what is the top 3 best cartoon movies of all time?
When I think about cartoon movies and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I like to get a message about them. Granted, it's a cartoon that's trying to be relaxed, like we slowing down the show today. You know, pulling the brakes on some of the topics. So, you know, with that, I was started off by saying Pinocchio, because it's simple. This Joker, if he's a liar, then his nose is gonna grow, right? And you know, God really has a funny sense of humor, but he would really have a funny sense of humor if he made humans to do that. And I think life would be a little bit more simple in some aspects of the game. You know what I mean?
Big old facts.
My second one, and I know I'm rolling, but it'd be Lion King. Due to the message, man, the message entails that even your family would do you wrong just because of jealousy of what you have and things like that. So, you know, it's showing you, even as a kid, when we watched the movie, the original one, like, dang, your family do you wrong. But, you know, you can't grasp that understanding until, like, you know, you go through some things in life. And, you know, a wise person once said, was my grandma, if you haven't been through something right now, just keep living. It's going to happen to you.
Amen. Love Granny.
And Princess and the Frog, man. This woman wanted to open up a restaurant in New Orleans and met this prince and a voodoo doll, and then everything that happened, it happened in that movie. And, you know, her ambition and drive showed that a woman of color, you know, can do anything if they put their mind to it, man. And that's where I'm leaning at, man. I know, you know, I was quick and fast and all that stuff, man. But that's where I'm leaning with it, man. And those movies that
you
really
know you got that boy. You know he got 3 girls for sure.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Girl, dad. For sure. Boy said Princess and the Frog because it was so much going on.
Yeah. I could have said Frozen, Mulan, Moana, all them. I watched them all.
Frozen did numbers, man. Frozen did crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Mine's, I'm gonna have to say Lion King, most definitely for those same reasons. Definitely a lot of message in that. I'm gonna say who was my 3? Lion King. I had Aladdin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aladdin, bro. Like, that's just a classic. And they did it. That's one of the very few cartoon movies that they actually did a good job with the remake with Will Smith, man.
Yeah, Will Smith will go. He's a go. He's a go. Answer my email too.
Straight up, man. No entanglement talk, man. Only cases.
Only.
West Philadelphia, what face at?
For real.
Man, shout out to Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, man. And I think, what was my 3rd one? It was Lion King, it was Aladdin, and then it was oh man, it was a good one, man.
Probably Toy Story, man.
Nah. Toy Story is classic. What was my 3rd one? I done took that shot and they threw me off. Did I write it down on my notes? It was Lion King.
You're killing me.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
it was so many, because I remember we was talking about when we was doing our production meeting, talking about this. I was like, yo, Lion King. The Spider-Man movie, the newest one with the black kid.
Oh yeah.
Period. Just because it was a black superhero, baby. Yeah, facts. So that's my top 3. Yup.
And I'll you know, throw Hancock in there. Granted, he wasn't animated or anything like that.
Yeah, it wasn't a cartoon, bro. No.
Hancock should have been in the army.
Yeah, woulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda. It wasn't a cartoon. That boy Will Smith, boy. Every movie this nigga play in, bro, he's like superhuman. Like, this nigga is not regular.
Brand and controls over half of the world's cognac disbursement. You know, cognac is a mega producer, and Hennessy brings out over half of it, man. Like, Come on, man. Henny fact, baby. We on around the Henny. Speaking of Henny facts,
Yo,
give you
yo,
some
Eddie Law,
facts.
you kind of had some, you was kind of breaking up a little bit, Brody. I don't know if it was just on my end or what, but can you just repeat that Henny fact real quick?
Okay, yeah, the Henny fact, man. Henny is a mega brand that controls over half the world's cognac. So over the half the world's cognac is being brought to you by none other than Henny, around the Henny, because we bringing you facts
Around the
and we
Henny,
sipping on
baby.
that thing.
We
You know
big
what I mean?
sipping. Henny, it's Henny everywhere. Henny everywhere.
Henny everywhere.
Shout out to Henny, man. Cut the
Yes,
check.
sir. Cut that check, man.
Cut
Hey,
that check. Cut that check.
before we move forward, Imp, you know I got a question for you, baby.
Let's go.
I hope you better be ready for it. You better be ready for it,
today,
man.
B. I'm feeling lucky.
Okay. Since you feeling lucky, man, who was the first black female pilot?
Holy smokes. Give me multiple choice, bro.
Okay. Alpha, Ruby Bridges. Bravo, Elizabeth Coleman. Charlie, Shirley Chisholm. Delta, May C. Jennison.
Oh man, I want to say Shirley Chisholm, but I feel like that's an artist for some reason. I don't know. I feel like that's an old school damn old head artist. I can't think what the name it is. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna say Shirley Chisholm just because I've heard that name.
Final answer.
Yes.
I need 2 shots. It's Elizabeth Coleman, baby.
Ah, you built like Elizabeth Coleman. Face that.
Hey, she was my WCW on Instagram a few weeks back, man, just because of that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Shout
Shout out to Black Excellence.
Black Excellence, baby. The wins have it.
First black pilot.
My second shot.
Elizabeth. This next guest has blazed the top 10 charts with songs like Here With You, Waiting, has a song featured on the shows like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, Fight For You. Just recently remade the hit song, The Win on the Pocahontas soundtrack. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your love for Miss Arika, Kane. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, welcome to Around the Henny.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Yes, indeed. How you feeling? How you feeling?
My pleasure. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better now because the energy you guys have.
Yes. That's what's down.
Definitely welcome to the show. We're glad to have you on, man. How's COVID? How you holding up via COVID 2020?
Oh, I'm good. I'm an artist. So, you know, this is like a perfect time to really hone into your creative powers. So I'm good.
Yeah, that's solid.
That's what's up.
How about you guys?
I'm solid. I'm, just working still and doing what we got to do to stay safe and COVID free.
Right. Same here, man. Same here, man. It's like I'm just cooling. Down here in Atlanta, the strip clubs, everyth's open, but I ain't going.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yeah.
What's it like? What's it like in Atlanta? Is everything open?
Yeah. It's just like the rest of the world. Like half the shit's open, the other half's not open. It's just nobody knows. Like the government.
Why is it so confusing? Crazy. It's so confusing. It's like everything's opening up and shutting down at the same time.
Bro,
like what?
I knew it was real when I pulled up at one of my little favorite Chipotle's and it was closed in the middle of the day. I said, "Oh hell no, Corona, you're doing too much."
Yeah, you're doing too much. You close the Chipotle.
Doing too much. It's the middle of the day. This Chipotle do numbers. What is going on here?
That's solid.
Right.
Miss Kane, we get right into it. You're known as a women's rights advocate, as a songwriter who focus your music on empowering and inspiring women. Are you seeing the effectiveness of your work, and what more would you like to see done as it relates to women's rights?
I believe that I am, because I make it a point to empower women through my music, especially specifically I have a song called Liberated. And as women, we feel like we always have to prove ourselves. And in reality, we don't. Like, we have what it takes, and we have the powers and the abilities to succeed in any avenue. So I make it a point to, empower women in my music. And in the future, if this pandemic gets straightened out, I would like to create a platform that mentors women and young girls who are aspiring artists to really learn the music business, because in the music business, you can really get bamboozled if you don't know.
Absolutely.
If you don't know what you're getting into, and people make it seem like you can trust them, and it's just no way that's
90%,
a real
90% business, 10% talent, man. It's definitely, and
yes.
and kind of bouncing off of that, like, what is some advice you can give to, songwriters, that are looking to come up in the game and looking to get placements? Obviously, like you said, the music industry is very volatile, and you've had many successes. You work with people like Brian McKnight and such like that. What would you say to those songwriters, like, about getting placements? Like, what's a great way to try to get placements and build those relationships within the industry, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, number one, you want to sign up with ASCAP or BMI. Number two, you want to write theme-based songs. That's a really good way to get started, is to write theme-based music for certain situations or things people go through as a whole, or just things the world is going through. So that's the first two things that I would say, and then target it to those audiences and take it from there.
And that's very solid.
Absolutely.
A great
solid
jewel,
info. Solid info. Facts.
Yeah.
This Arika Kane.
Yes.
Yes.
So the song "It's There," coming and bouncing back off of you, the song "It's There" went on to do great things. It's an award-winning song. You worked on that with Mr. Brian McKnight. How was that experience working with him? And can we look forward to seeing other classics like that song in the future from you?
Yeah, it was off the chain working with him. I mean, because I grew up listening to his music, so being in the studio with him, and I actually wrote this song, and I wrote his part, and I produced him, and he was like giving me the platform, to produce Brian McKnight, and I was like, it was so surreal.
Liddy! Think about the liddiness.
Yeah. I am a huge fan of Brian McKnight.
Shout out to Brian McKnight, man.
Yeah, and
drop one of those bombs.
That song is beautiful. That song is beautiful, man. When I heard it, I was oh man, this is a hit right here.
And like, obviously, when you working with Brian McKnight, that was huge. What if, I don't know if it's that, but like, what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment as of yet in your career?
Oh, well, it's not going to be the answer you expect.
Hey, it's all about
yeah, so it would be to be able to keep my integrity and who I am as a person and a woman, and still be successful. And that's also what I want to influence girls and women to do, because it's so easy to go the other route, especially with money, and everybody goes through hard times. And I've actually been offered millions. I've turned down so many opportunities, so many major record deals, because I was not willing to compromise.
Amen.
Thank you.
Never compromise. Never compromise your integrity for a check, man.
Because then that's not authentic, and that's not the reason why you started. At the end,
as long after that money gone, you're gonna feel that hurt deep down. It ain't worth
it.
That's right.
Something you gotta, remember why you started.
I'll drink to that, Eddie Law. I'll take a shot to that, man.
Yes,
cheers. Yes, cheers. I got you. Remember why you started.
My piece is the most important thing to me. So even if it took longer or takes longer to, get to where I want to get, like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Amen. And that's solid. Colors of the Wind. Your version of the song is pretty, and it was a part of my childhood as well, like Pocahontas. What was your motivation in making that song? And is that song going to extend into EP or, be on a future album and things like that?
Yeah, so the inspiration was actually my grandmother who recently passed in March, and
Condolences.
she, thank
God
you,
rest
thank
him.
you.
Yeah, definitely rest well.
Yes, I was so close with her, and she was always so connected to the earth. Oh my God, she was like earth goddess. She would plant
Yeah.
the most beautiful flower gardens every year. And she, during her life, she went to Nova Scotia because my great grandparents had a house up there. And she would literally mine crystals and minerals from the earth.
Amen.
And yeah, and when I was a
Yeah.
little girl, I'd go over to visit her, and she would just have this beautiful display all over the house of all these beautiful crystals, and she would teach me about everything. And so to her, everything has life and consciousness, and just she really taught me about the beauty of creation. And not too long after she passed, I really connected with her spirit, and I literally feel like she guided me to sing this song and record it and
Amen.
release it to the
Yeah.
world. And not only to carry on her message, but like we need that right now. We need
Amen.
healing.
Yeah.
Amen.
So
Big
Yeah.
amounts of healing.
Yes.
yes.
Big amounts of
It
healing.
kind of reminds me of the Maleficent, not the bad Maleficent. But I've seen a lot of movies. But Maleficent, she can make
What?
things grow, and she can make things, she can make the land dry of fruit and all this other stuff, and then she can bring it back and all this other stuff. So
Yeah, Granny was on the
Right.
whole vibe, son.
yeah,
Shout
a whole
Oh,
vibe. Yeah.
out for real.
absolutely amazing.
Man.
Yeah. So
And
that's
so,
the inspiration for sure.
Yes.
that's fact. So, like, speaking of inspiration, like, who's some of the artists or songwriters or whatnot that may have inspired you on your way up? Like, and maybe even gave you tutelage, knowledge, maybe helped you with a connect. Like, who's some of the people that inspire and uplift you?
Well, as far as singing, from the start, the greats, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion.
My mom loved Whitney Houston. You can't say nothing bad
Yeah.
about Whitney Houston. My
No,
mom, I
well, you
swear,
just
my
you just
mom is
can't.
not.
You just
My
can't.
mom is not having it.
Yeah.
You just can't. And
Yeah.
then Aaliyah. Oh my God.
Rest
Um,
well.
yes, Aaliyah. And then I was so into the groups Drew Hill, Jagged Edge,
Mm-hmm.
Jodeci, real R&B music,
Facts.
Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill. My
Yeah.
favorite singer-songwriter of all time is India Arie.
Oh
Hey
yeah, she's
man,
so
India, the
authentic.
truth.
Yeah, she's a
Very
The
much.
vibe.
truth. The
She's
truth.
a vibe. Yeah.
Very much the
And
truth.
she definitely inspired me, wisdom and knowledge wise, as far as honing in on my craft, because her music's so therapeutic, and
Yeah.
it inspires me to want to do that more.
That's
Excellent.
solid.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's
That's
solid.
solid. Miss Kane, speaking of, other artists and things like that, a dream collaboration from me is for yourself to do something with like Alicia Keys, Adele, and to do it like a ballad, if you will. So is that something like, could that be something in the making, or, anything like that? Or could you see the possibility of that happening in the future?
I could.
And this is,
I know that's right.
and this is for me because like I love a great ballad, and your guys' voices. I think that it was just go into the pot and make something beautiful.
Yeah, well, Alicia Keys, I literally feel like
The best.
we have similar vibes, and
Yeah.
like I think collaborating with her would be like
I'm talking
amazing.
about, man, I see why Swift wife. They're like, bro, anybody, beautiful woman, great voice, can hop on the piano and like
Yeah.
tear the
Kill
floor
it.
up. Like
Right.
that just always been so amazing about Alicia. Like, I don't think she gets the respect that she deserves as like a artist as well. Cause she's really she's really dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all around. It's in her DNA.
Yeah. Yeah. But that ballad, oh my Bob. You, Adele, Alicia. Man, let's good night. Good night. Don't nobody make no more records. Nobody make no more records. It's over. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Like Uncle
come on,
Hollis
man.
used to say, R.P. Uncle Hollis, you did good, but you
you didn't win. Like I'm saying, I think that would be solid. Like, woo.
Facts. So
Yeah.
you like sports? Who's your team?
What are we talking? Baseball, basketball?
All of them. Give me all of them. Tell us, Miss Arika Kane, if she at home on a Saturday or Sunday, she coolin'. I don't know if you got a hubby. I don't know what's going on. If you dolo, but who your teams? Who you watching?
All right. Well, are you guys from New York?
No,
Before I say this,
You a Knicks fan?
oh God.
no.
Oh.
I'm actually, baseball is my favorite sport to watch. Okay.
Shout out
So
to Mahomes, just became part owner of the what's that up there, Kansas City? The Royals.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, black man got that $500 million and became part owner.
Nice.
I'm interested to hear these teams.
Yes, go ahead. Hey, I tried to shout him out, bro. Hey, Black Power, baby. Go ahead.
I grew up the very first few games I ever went to was at Fenway Park.
Nice.
So I am a Boston Red Sox.
Shout out to Boston everywhere.
Hey, was Kurt Schilling, was the blood real on the soccer? No.
I don't know anymore. Who knows? I question everything now.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Shout out my man Manny Ramirez, man. For real.
Yes.
That was my guy. Big Poppy. Shout out Big Poppy.
Big Poppy. Yes.
Hey.
That was, man, when they won that World Series,
Crazy.
Nothing was ever the same since. I mean, Johnny Damon left. Pedro left.
Pedro, man.
It was like a dream.
Vote for Pedro. That's my guy.
So with the affection of Boston, are you a New England football Patriot fan?
Boo!
No. No.
Cheaters!
Nope.
Cheaters exit out the back.
Celtics fan?
Celtics, yes. Football, I grew up, so it's always about, how I grew up. It comes back to the roots. My father and brother were always diehard Green Bay fans.
Oh,
okay.
That,
so,
shout out Brett Favre. Okay.
Yeah, the Brett Favre years. And, my father would always tell me about the history of football, and the Packers were the first to win the Super Bowl. So anyway, I kind of like them, growing up. But baseball is my favorite.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah, and I like that.
Dope, man. We definitely excited for you, Queen. We definitely appreciate all that you do for the culture.
Yes.
All that you doing, for young Black girls and all over the
women
world.
Over.
Women all over, yeah. But Black girl magic is something special, baby. You feel me?
That's right.
That's an absolute fact. But we definitely appreciate you. Definitely shout out anything you got coming, anything you want your fans to know, or around the Henny fans to know.
Couple things. So my label is working on a project right now. We are remaking Secret Garden.
Ooh, that's lit.
And I don't know if you know, but our artist Omar Wilson is like so ridiculously talented. He's a 3-time Apollo winner. You gotta check him out.
Yes.
So he's on the record. Cisco's on the record. Sean Stockman's on the record, and Raheem Devon, and I'm part of the production, and it's coming out in August. So I just talk about real R&B, like
oh yeah,
and look out for that.
And you still with BSE, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know I saw you guys had you have been named the #1 independent record label for like 6 years or 20 weeks straight. So that was pretty.
Yes.
That was pretty lit. So shout out to the label. Y'all doing something right, baby.
Yes.
And Colors of the Wind, that just dropped as well.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And it's a beautiful single, man.
Thank you. So that's available, all digital platforms, and I'm working on my EP. Hopefully, will be out in the fall. So that's what I'm doing.
And before it come out, we would love to have you again.
Absolutely.
Please do.
Matter of fact, we're gonna do a whole listening session. Once it drops, we'll come and bring you on right for a drop, and then we'll let it sit out for a couple weeks, and then we'll go ahead and do a listening session, go through every record, world premiere Liddy vibe.
Oh,
it's gonna be beautiful.
That.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
Let's do it. We'll put it together. Well, Miss Erika Kane, on behalf of myself, YI Mogul, my co-host Eddie Law, and all the Around the Henny fans, the All Exclusive Network, we definitely appreciate you taking the time to join us today. And
definitely.
Look forward to seeing you continue to flourish as you are, Queen. So definitely we thank you. All
Thank
right.
Blessings,
you.
blessings,
Thank you for
blessings,
having me, and thank you for the beautiful energy. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank
That's
you
what
for
it's
the
about.
energy.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
reciprocated, baby.
That's
Yes.
right. That's what we
That's what it's
do.
about. That's what it's about right there.
That's a
Good
vibe.
vibes, no good vibes.
Amen. That's a
Exactly.
fact.
That's what it's
Anytime,
about.
anytime, man. So we definitely appreciate you. And it's Around the Henny, brought to you by the All Exclusive Network, YI Mogul, Eddie Law, Miss Arika Kane. Yeah.
Hey.
And we out, y'all. Round the
Thank
Henny.
you. Bye.
All right.
Blessings.
See you later, man.